Hey everybody, this is Cromar with TGN.TV and the Free Show, where we go over free stuff in general. Now, we're not going to be just showing free stuff on the internet every time. I just wanted to go over something else that's available for free that I happen to be a huge fan of, and I wanted to inform everyone about. Most people that I speak to have never heard of this, so here we go. This is Project Gutenberg. Available at simply Gutenberg.org. It's named after the guy who invented the printing press. This is a free resource, 100% nonprofit organization that categorizes and lists every single book, or that's the goal, is to list every single book ever written that's currently in public domain. And as time passes, more and more books move into public domain and become free. And if you're not familiar with that, it just means that they're old enough that they're no longer owned. They're no longer under copyright. So they can be reproduced freely, legally. So you can't get anything recent. You're not going to get like Harry Potter on here, but you can get anything, any of the classics, any literature. And it's got a huge, huge archive that they've been building for decades. As you see, it says over 100,000 free ebooks are available. And they have an electronic format that you can read. They also have them in Kindle format, and they even have some audiobooks, which we'll get into in a bit. This is Gutenberg.org. This is just a really awesome resource. It's very simple. It's just a wiki page. So let's say we want to read some, Sherlock Holmes. So we're going to go to author, and we're going to type in Doyle. And let's see what we have here. Sir Arthur Conan. As you see, I've read a couple of them. Adventure of Sherlock Holmes, why not? And we have an HTML, and we can look, there you go, there's the whole book. Because it's in public domain, it's all free and legal and all that good stuff. They also have other formats, including Kindle. You see how it says no images. That's because sometimes these HTML pages will have images if there are illustrations with the book. I don't believe any of these have them, but some of them do. You also got plain text if you just want to import that to your computer so you can just print it. There's all kinds of different things you can do here. This is just a huge variety of books available. Let's go back to the main page and go to catalog. So you go to catalog, browse by author, title, language. Let's just jump around. There's so many, I don't even know where to start. Browsing this would be almost impossible. It's so huge. There's so many things I've never even heard of. And a lot of things that you have heard of. There's amazing things, I bet. Let's see. Let's look for another author. Let's look for Mary Shelley, and yeah, there's Frankenstein. HTML also in public domain, and so forth. It's really cool. Now, I mentioned earlier that there are audiobooks available. You'll see here that it doesn't show any listed. The layout's not perfect. It is a non-for-profit website after all. So what you're gonna have to do to get to the audiobooks is first click here to go back to your main page. Then scroll down the front page until you see where it says audiobooks, both by human read and computer generated, under special areas. Then you have human read audiobooks, list of human read audiobooks. You don't want the computer ones; those are usually pretty poor. And then let's say then you have another archive here. Now there's a lot less of these because these are almost exclusively volunteers. So not everything is going to be covered here, but a lot of really famous stuff is. There's actually a whole website dedicated. Where is it here? Audiobooks for free, and go back to where they say audiobooksforfree.com and literalsystems.org, which are, and LibriVox, which is a very cool thing. It's just basically an effort that gets people to volunteer to read books that are in high demand. So it's a pretty cool organization that is generating this. So you can actually get these in audiobook format. But go back to the list here. Let's look for another author. Let's go back to Doyle. Yeah, there he is. And let's see what they have. They have a whole list of here, various Sherlocks, and everything else that he's ever done. Pretty much. They've got just about everything of his in audiobook format. Yeah, so there you go, volunteer readings, and there's just this big archive here. So really, there's just a lot of cool stuff on this page. If you're ever, for example, if you have a cubicle job and you just need lots of stuff to read to pass the time. Or whatever. There's just a massive archive here, so don't ever buy something that you can get for free on Gutenberg.org. There's no point. Okay, well that's it for the free show. Thanks for watching. This is Cromar with TGN.